All right. Now for your healing rate. What is your constitution?
10.
So your healing rate is 2. And your magic points is equal to your power.
$16.
All right. All right, your movement rate. Movement is 20 feet. Alrighty, damage modifier. What's your strength and your size added together?
That'd be 22.
22 plus 0.
Alright, so 22 is not my damage modifier. It is 0.
It is 0. Okay. Now on to step 4. Calculate the standard skills by adding together the appropriate characteristics.
Alright, so athletics is strength plus dex. Strength is 10, dex is 12, so it's 22. My swim is also 22. And my unarmed is also 22. Okay, boating, strength plus con is 20. Okay, my brawn is strength plus size. That's 22. My conceal is dex plus power. So that is 12 and 16 is 28. My drive is also 28. And my right is 28. Customs is intelligence times 2. So that is 16 times 2. And that's 32. And my locale is also 32. Endurance is con times 2. It's 20. Evade is dex times 2. 24. My dance, I can dance, is dex plus charisma. That's 27. My deceit is intelligence plus charisma. That's 31. Okay, my first aid is intelligence plus dex. 28. Influence is charisma times 2. 30. Insight, intelligence plus power. Perception, intelligence plus power. I just did that. That's 32. Seeing, power and charisma. $31. Dex is, or stealth is intelligence and dex. And my willpower is power times 2. 32. Alright, those are done.
Excellent. All right, now on to step 5, race and culture. You picked human, so now you have to pick a cultural background. That can be barbarian, civilized. Let's see, for druid, it can be barbarian, civilized, or primitive. So you have to pick a culture. Barbarian, tribal in nature, barbarians tend to shun civilization, viewing those who live in large towns and cities as weak and corrupt. Although their own settlements are also sedentary, they tend to be far smaller and closer to nature. Barbarian tribes occupy distant territories, often half-tamed wilderness, which they regard as their own for hunting, grazing, farming purposes. Most are adept in the use of weaponry, as they must overcome many dangers throughout their lives, facing creatures of the wild or mustering to defend their lands against rival tribes. Since they live in small communities, the ties of kinship and the clan are strong elements of their society. Or civilized. Civilized culture is epitomized by the semblance of law and order, unpinned by complex social orders and supported by bureaucracy. Civilized people believe themselves superior to all other cultures because their achievements tend toward permanence. Sprawling cities, imposing temples, celebratory monuments, and the recording of history and the events in books, tomes, and scrolls. Of course, this is a thin veneer. The most civilized of cities can be more lawless than any barbarian frontier settlement, and the social codes may be cruder than the hospitality rituals of nomads. But the civilized culture prides itself on the achievements, its infrastructure, its professional artisans, and its ability to easily extend its reaches to wherever it wishes to go. Or primitive. Of all the peoples, primitives are those that live closest with the land, in tune with its hidden secrets. Other cultures commonly dismiss them as little more than animals, yet they merely eschew the technology that so many others take for granted, relying instead on flint spears and arrows and their skills for survival in the wild. And I'll give you the book to look through. It basically has some professional skills in each one of these that you can pick from. So you got to pick which one of those you want. Here's the cultures.
I think I've already figured it out. I think I want the barbarian.
Barbarian?
Mm-hmm. It fits with both of my character styles.
All right.
And I'll...
All right, so going off of your culture, you get 100 skill points to distribute amongst the standard skills listed under your culture and up to 3 of the professional skills. You don't have to pick all 3, but you can pick 3 out of the professional skills listed. You cannot put in the minimum is 5%, and you cannot put more than 15% into it. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here is the book. And Barbarian is on that page. standard skills are here. And then professional skills are here. And you can put points into any of these skills, and you get to pick 3 of these to put points into if you want to. Remember, no less than 5%, no more than 15% in each skill.
Okay, well, for professional skills, I know I want animal training. And healing and survival. Now this part might take me a bit.
Alrighty, we'll resume on step 3 after our part 3 of the video once you're done with this part of picking your skill points.